friends. In last few lectures, we have discussed about various materials used in construction activities like cement, sand, aggregates, brick. Now, in this lecture, we are going to discuss about the versatile material which is used worldwide for construction activity, that is cement concrete. Myself, R.V. Zugdar, Assistant Professor in Civil Engineering Department, Sharan Institute of Technology, College of Engineering. First, we will see what is concrete. Concrete is a composite material in which a binding material mixed in water on solidification binds the inert particles of well-graded fine and coarse aggregates. Cement and lime are generally used as binding materials, whereas sand, cinder is used as fine aggregates, and crushed stones, gravels, broken bricks, clinkers are used as coarse aggregates. Generally, it is a matrix made up of fine aggregates, coarse aggregates, binding material like cement and lime, along with water. Since it is worldwide use and most favorite material of engineers, we must know what are advantages and disadvantages of concrete. As construction material, concrete has following advantages. Concrete can be handle the compression stresses 10 times more than the tension and most of loads in our life is compression. Concrete is a brittle material which gives the advantage to make a rigid structure. It is easy to handle over, especially now there is plants that give you ready mix concrete. What are the disadvantages of concrete? Concrete is weak in handling tension. Because concrete is brittle material, the strength upon shear, especially at 45 degrees, must be checked before its installation. It needs another material to reinforce it against excessive shear and tensile loadings. Before using of concrete, we must know what are the qualities of good concrete. There are a lot of qualities of concrete which make it favorite and versatile material like strength. The concrete should be able to withstand the stresses that is subjected to the quite strong in compression but weak in tension. Durability. It should be durable enough to resist the effect of weathering agents. Density. The concrete should be well compacted so that there are no voids or hollows left in between it. It should have density near about 2400 to 3000 kg per cubic meter. Water tightness is important quality of concrete by virtue of which we can use it as retaining structure material. When it is used for construction of water retaining structure such as dams, elevated tanks and water reservoirs, then this property of concrete becomes very important. Otherwise, the moisture inside the RCC would corrode steel and leakages would start, resulting the ultimate failure of structure. The next quality is workability. It should be easily workable, which make it possible to regain any shape and size after placing in formwork. Resistance to wear and tear. When it is used in floors and in the construction of roads, the concrete should be able to withstand abrasive forces or vehicle frictional loads. Ingredients of concrete. The concrete consists of cement, sand, and coarse aggregates mixed in a suitable proportion in addition to water is called as cement concrete. In this type of concrete, cement is used as binding material, sand as fine aggregates, and gravel or crust stones are used as coarse aggregates. There are two types of concrete, that is, there is only one concrete, but before setting it is called as green concrete, and after hardened state it is called as set concrete or hardened concrete. There are various types of concrete depending upon various types of material used, various types of procedures and designs. Concrete are classified into different types according to binding material, design of concrete, and purpose of concrete. According to binding material, it is classified as cement concrete and lime concrete. Cement concrete. In cement concrete, useful proportions of its ingredients are 1 part cement to 8 part sand to 16 part coarse aggregates. It can be varied according to mixed design requirements. Uses of cement concrete. Cement concrete is commonly used for any type of structure like buildings, dams, spillways, roads, bridges, etc. Lime concrete. The concrete consisting of lime, fine aggregates, and coarse aggregates mixed in a suitable proportion with water is called as lime concrete. In this type of concrete, hydraulic lime is generally used as a binding material. Sand and cinder are used as fine aggregates, and broken bricks, gravels can be used as coarse aggregates. Placing of lime concrete. Placing of concrete shall be completed within 3 hours of adding water in case of concrete is prepared with hydraulic lime. Concrete should be well cured for period of at least 10 days. What are the uses of lime concrete? Lime concrete is generally used for the sake of economy in foundation works, under floors, over roof, and where cement is not cheaply and easily available in required quantity. According to design of concrete, the concrete is classified as plain cement concrete, that is PCC, reinforced cement concrete RCC, and prestressed cement concrete. Plain cement concrete, cement concrete in which reinforcement is not provided is called as plain cement concrete or mass concrete. This type of concrete is strong in taking compressive stresses but weak in taking tensile stresses. It is used for various purposes like PCC for making plain platform below foundation, for industrial sheds, for sports complex, for trimmings purposes. Reinforced cement concrete. The cement concrete in which reinforcement is embedded for taking tensile stresses is called as reinforced cement concrete. In this type of concrete, the steel reinforcement is to be used generally in the form of round bars of 6 to 32 or 40 mm diameter. This concrete is generally equally strong in taking tensile, compressive, and shear stresses. Usual properties of ingredients in the reinforcement concrete are 1 part of cement, 2 part of sand, 2 to 4 part of crust stones or gravels. RCC is used in most of the works like building, spillways, dams, bridges, decks, prestressed concreting, etc. Prestressed cement concrete. The cement concrete in which high compressive stresses are artificially induced before their actual use is called as prestressed cement concrete. In this type of cement concrete, the high compressive stresses are induced by pretensioning the reinforcement before placing the concrete, and the reinforcement is released when final setting of concrete occurs. The diagram shows there is provision of one tendon or steel reinforcement and which is stressed before concrete is placed, and after setting of concrete it is released. This concrete can be take up high tensile and compressive stresses without development of cracks. The quantity of reinforcement can be considerably reduced by using this type of concrete. Prestressed concrete is generally used where there is long span or heavy moving loads, etc. According to purpose, the concrete is classified as vacuum concrete. The concrete from which entrained air and excess water is removed after placing by suction with the help of vacuum pump is called as vacuum concrete or vacuum dewatered concrete. In this concrete, the excess water which is added to increase workability but not required for the hydration process, the cement concrete is removed by forming vacuum chamber is called as vacuum dewatered concrete. The second type is air entrained concrete. The concrete prepared by mixing aluminum in it is called as air entrained or cellular or aerated concrete. In this concrete, bubbles of hydrogen gas are liberated, which forms cell and make the concrete cellular. This type of concrete is useful for lining works and roofs or for heat and sound insulation purpose. The next type, according to purpose, is lightweight concrete. The concrete prepared by using coke grease, cinder, or slag as coarse aggregate is called lightweight concrete. The concrete is light in weight and possesses heat insulation properties. This is used for lining making and precast structure units for partition and lining works. There are various proportion used for concrete for various types of work, which is given in following chart. For columns beams, the proportion is generally 1 to 1 to 2. For piles precast or dense concrete, it is 1 to 1.5 to 3. For RCC beams, slabs, columns, it is 1 to 2 to 4. For foundation of buildings, the proportion is 1 to 3 to 6. And for mass concreting, it is 1 to 4 to 8. Generally, this is guideline for mixed proportion of concrete, but nowadays the proportioning is decided by mixed design of concrete and loading on building such as earthquake loads, wind loads, live loads, dead loads, etc. Water cement ratio. In the preparation of concrete, the water cement ratio is very important for normal construction. The water cement ratio is usually varies from 0.35 to 0.5%. Adding too much water will reduce the strength of concrete and can causes segregation and bleeding. Segregation is nothing but separation of ingredients of concrete like fine aggregate, coarse aggregate, and bleeding is nothing but excessive water is spilled out along with cement slurry. The water cement ratio for various proportion is ranges from 34 liters to 25 liters, which is given in this chart. The most important test for workability is slump test or slump cone test. The slump test is a test concluding conducting before concrete to be used for casting. The purpose of slump test is to determine water content in concrete and its workability. The apparatus consists of base plate, trowel or mixed concrete, steel tamping rod, slump cone, and ruler. The slump is generally varies from 2.5 to 5 for mass concrete, 5 to 10 for ordinary beams and slabs, 7.5 to 12.5 for columns and retaining walls. In slump cone test, the slump is measured from top of cone to the final position of slump produced. There are three types of slumps: true slump, shear slump, and collapse slump. Generally, true slump or shear slump is accepted for concreting purpose. Workability of concrete. It is amount of work required to place concrete and to compact it thoroughly. Workability of concrete increases with the addition of water but it reduces the strength. That's why it is not a desirable way of increasing the workability. Use of aggregate which are rounded and have smooth surface increases the workability of concrete. Workability could also be improved by adding air entraining agent such as Winsol resin or Darex. Use of Lizapol liquid at 30 cubic centimeter per bag of cement improves not only the workability but also water tightness of concrete. Workability of concrete is better determined by compaction factor test. Compaction factor test is one more important test for finding out workability. In this, three hoppers are there. The concrete is placed from first hopper, then it is allowed by removing the plate below the first hopper to enter in second hopper, and from second hopper it is allowed to free flow in the cylinder C, and the weight of this free flowed concrete W1 is compared with total weight of concrete taken. The compaction factor of 0.85 represents a mix of poor workability, 0.92 represents medium workability, and 0.95 represents good workability. Compaction of concrete. Compaction of concrete is very important in developing qualities like strength, durability, imperviousness by making the concrete dense and free from voids. In case of RCC compaction, it is done by pinning with the iron rod and even with trowel. Excess tamping should be avoided as otherwise water, cement and finer particles would come out of surface and results in non-uniform concreting. In case of important and big works, compaction of concrete done by vibrated. Use of vibrator is best and the most efficient way of compacting concrete. It gives very dense concrete. Care should be taken not to make excessive use of vibrator, otherwise the concrete becomes non-homogeneous. Curing of concrete. There are various ways of curing the concrete. The process of keeping concrete wet to enable to attain full strength is known as curing. The objective of curing is to prevent loss of moisture for concrete due to evaporation of water because of any other reasons. Curing should be done for period of more than 3 weeks but not less than 10 days. Curing can be done by any of following means which is shown in figure, that is sprinkling of water, ponding on slab by placing gunny bags and sprinkling water over it. The concrete types are depending on various types of cement used in it, like quick setting cement concrete, high alumina concrete, Portland slag cement concrete, low heat cement concrete, air entraining concrete, etc. Now, in this lecture, we have discussed about various types of cement concrete and the various tests carried out for fresh concrete. In next lecture, we are going to discuss about the test carried out for dense concrete or hardened concrete.